Hi Sprout Up scientists, welcome back. My nature name is Snail. So if you're just joining us, a nature name is any name that you can choose for yourself about nature. So it can be a plant or an animal, maybe even a type of weather. So if you haven't chosen a nature name for yourself yet, you should totally pick one. So today we're going to do something a little different and really fun. We're going to take all that we've learned together over the past few weeks and we're going to go do a nature scavenger hunt. So our awesome instructors are going to show you what nature can look like anywhere in the world. Now, you live in one of three types of environments. You either live in an urban environment like a city, a suburban environment like outside of a city, or in a rural environment. And so no matter where you are, we're going to show you how you can find nature near you anywhere in the world. So I live in a rural environment, which is basically just any place outside of a big town or city. Usually there's lots of nature around and not that many people.
Hi Sprouts, this is Bumblebee here and I'm coming to you from Northern California in a small town called Sonoma. This is a suburban area, which means there's a lot of families who live here and people who live in houses, some in condos, some in apartments, and it's close together, more close together than a rural area, but not as close together as an urban area. And I'm going to bike around and show you a bunch of the nature. Now, since this is a suburban area, I'm going to be wearing my mask. And I just wanted to let you know that, okay? I might be seeing some people and being close to them, so, we've got to keep our distance and stay safe during this time.
Thanks, Bumblebee. What's up, everyone? My name is Grizzly Bear, and I'm right outside my apartment in New York City. I know a lot of you guys watching live in cities too, or as we call them in environmental science, urban environments. So we went from rural environments where there are lots of farms and forests and everything is really spread out, to suburban environments where there are a few more people, there are lots of houses, but things are still a little bit spread out, to urban environments like this one, where there are tons of buildings and people packed together. So when you think of urban environments like New York City, you think of the concrete jungle, you think of skyscrapers, you think of bright lights. But even in cities like New York, there are still tons of nature for us to explore. So today, we're going to be walking through Riverside Park and checking out all the nature that my neighborhood has to offer. And you'll notice, like Bumblebee, I'm also wearing a mask to keep myself safe from any germs. So if you're going outside in a city, make sure you cover your mouth and your nose with a mask, and you stay 6 feet apart from any strangers on the street or in a park. Let's go!
So now we're gonna start the scavenger hunt. The first thing we're gonna find is a tree, and I'm gonna start by showing you a tree, one of my favorite trees in my rural environment near me. So this is one of my favorite trees. I love it because it's really tall and it overlooks the Atlantic Ocean, so it's really pretty. And it's a maple tree, and the way that I can tell is by looking at its leaves.
Okay, so there are so many beautiful trees in the Sonoma suburban area, but my favorite tree that I wanted to show you today is right here. This is our palm tree. It marks the center of our town, and I think it's very Californian. I wanted to show all the East Coast kids who are watching. There it is. It's beautiful and super tall. Wow, I feel so tiny.
For the first stop on our scavenger hunt through Riverside Park, we're looking for trees. So as you can see over here, we have a big tree, and on the other side of me, we have another big tree, but it looks very different. So in New York City, there are tons of different types of trees, but all of them are super important for our environment. Trees produce the oxygen that we need to breathe, and they suck in the carbon dioxide that we produce. So if you're a good environmental steward, make sure you're always protecting trees.
So one of my favorite types of flowers in springtime is a daffodil. So behind me, there's a bunch of daffodils, all different colors. They're super beautiful flower that's really common in my rural environment.
Wow, Snail, those were some beautiful flowers. I'm so excited to show you the flowers I found here. It's rose season and I found a bunch of different colors. Here are some beautiful pink roses. Here are some white roses. And my favorite, there are some beautiful little yellow roses.
In New York City, you can find nature in more places than just parks. As you can see, I'm standing right here in the middle of the street, But for my scavenger hunt, I can find 3 different types and colors of flowers. I got all these tulips here. I got white, I got red, and I got yellow, and these go all up and down the street in New York.
Those were such awesome flowers, lots of different colors and shapes. So the next thing we're going to try to find is a body of water. Hey everyone, it's Snail again. So the closest body of water near me in my rural environment is the Atlantic Ocean, which you can see here with all the water and tide pools and even a lighthouse.
Wow, Snail, that was so cool. Thanks for showing me the Atlantic Ocean. I've never seen it before. I live near the Pacific Ocean, and today I'm going to be showing you actually a man-made body of water. It's a duck pond. It's an awesome habitat that was made by the people in our town, and turtles and ducks and ducklings live here. Maybe we can find some.
So, to find a body of water in New York City, we have to walk to the side of Manhattan. And this right here is my favorite body of water, the Hudson River. So the Hudson River is a type of estuary. And an estuary is a body of water that starts by connecting to the ocean and then goes inland. It connects to lakes and ponds further inland. So the Hudson River is one of the biggest estuaries in the world.
There's so many different types of water ecosystems that you can explore, and those were just a few of them. So now we're going to try to find some birds. So a really common bird near me is actually a wild turkey, which I'll show you in just a minute, but I also found one of its feathers on the ground. So this is a male turkey right by my bird feeder, and the way I can tell that it's a male is because it has that long feather that kind of hangs down underneath his neck. Sometimes that's also called a wattle.
Hi again, Sprouts. Okay, so I found my bird. Right behind me here, see, are some ducks. They're so cute, and they all live here in the plaza, right by our city hall. There's a mallard and a mama duck I see right there. I couldn't find it, but the ducklings are gonna come out soon. It's duckling season.
If you're looking for a bird in New York City, the easiest one to find is always pigeons. They fly all over New York, and you can find them in almost any city in America.
All right, Sprout Up scientists, so the last thing that we're going to try to find is an animal other than a bird. So I'm down by the ocean, which has a ton of life in it. I'm near a tide pool right now, and it has one of my favorite animals, a snail, which is also my nature name. So this is its shell, and then you can see the snail is inside of there.
Okay, so for my non-bird animal, I'm super excited because I found some baby lambs to show you. And they match my mask. Yay! Hi, sheepies. All right, there's the sheep, and you can't really see it, but the lambs are in the back, and they are so sweet, and I've been watching them grow up for the last 2 weeks, and it has been so beautiful. Bonus point. I found some trash, and I'm gonna pick it up and throw it away.
One animal that you'll often find in New York City is squirrels. They love to run all over the parks, like the one right by that tree. Even though they're crazy and love to run around in circles and around people, they're harmless and a great part of nature in our parks.
All right, that was so much fun. Thank you for going on that scavenger hunt with us. So the next thing we want you to do is to go on a scavenger hunt of your own. So we have linked in this video a scavenger hunt worksheet where you can go out and try to find all of the things that we found in this video. So you'll be able to find a tree, some flowers, a body of water, a bird, and an animal. And we'll even put in some bonus questions in there too for you to try to find. So I hope you're able to go out and do the scavenger hunt no matter where you are in the world. Make sure to try to wear a mask if you're going to be within 6 feet of anybody who you might encounter out on your scavenger hunt. And also try to think about what environment you live in. Do you live in a city? Do you live in a suburban environment? Or do you live in a rural environment like me? Thanks so much, Sprout Up scientists. We'll see you next week.